So I love to see it. I really do. I really do. Because this is basically equivalent to, but I don't understand why people don't want to watch the show. But what? Why aren't people watching? Not exactly those words. But so Doctor Who showrunner Russell T Davies confirms series is struggling with audiences. I can't imagine why. Admits current numbers might not be the ratings we'd love. I don't know. Maybe they're now. I'm just spitballing here. It's early for me. It's like 7 o'clock. I've been awake since about 6, so my brain's not functioning right now, especially no food or anything. But I'm gonna throw out a few ideas here, some options that might be what we're seeing here about why your ratings aren't that good. One, maybe having this fucking ass hat telling people to go touch grass. That might be one thing. Telling people that if they don't like the show that they're racist, homophobic bigots. Maybe telling people that the show's not for them. Maybe for having just unlikable characters now. Maybe for not having good story and just using this as a medium to push your fucking political message. Not in a subtle way like it used to be. Yeah, it's always been political. In a subtle way. I've said before, and I'm going to keep saying it, they treat the fans like they're fucking stupid. Like they can't pick up on, messaging in episodes. Before we had no problem doing that. But they treat, because of the audience that they're going after, the people under 30, they want to treat everyone like they're fucking stupid. So their political, orange man bad and abortion's good and this and that, all that messaging has to be in your face because they think you're fucking stupid. And granted, a lot of them are fucking stupid. The people who look at this and say, oh, well, I don't care about the show itself, but diversity. Never seen Doctor Who before, but diversity. Yeah, those people. You're catering to those people. So yeah, they might be stupid to where you have to have the message out there in the open. But some people, some old school Doctor Who fans, and even some of the new Who Doctor Who fans, they had great stories with messages about various topics, but it was in a subtle way. And it didn't take away from the good writing, the pacing, the characters. What you want in a show, it's like you want something to be just invisible force that's gripping your heart the entire time. Something where if the characters fail, it hurts because you're so engaged in them. Their triumphs feel like your own victory. Their struggles make you feel like you're struggling. When you're watching something and you feel your heart beating faster, that's because it's good. If you start seeing a character in danger or something and your heart starts to pump a lot faster and that it just do, that's because you're invested in it, because it's a good fucking character. This dude could burst into fucking flames and no one would give a shit. You'd be like, okay. Like the dude could be saying, "Oh my God, help me! I'm on fire! I'm dying! Oh my God, my flesh is peeling slowly off." It's like, okay. It's like let me check my pulse there. No, no, heart rate, everything's still good. His companion could be crushed by the fucking TARDIS. No one would care because no one likes them. They're not well written. They're just there to push a fucking message at this point. But when it comes to inclusion and all that, Captain Jack, the dude fucked anything that walked. John Barrowman, who is the actor, is gay in real life. Most charming guy you'll meet. Looks like he looks like he's an absolute lovely person to be around, and he cares about the fans, and he's a fun guy to be around. No one has a problem with him. No one has a problem with the character because he was well written. No one has a. I don't think I've ever heard someone say, "Oh yeah, I hate Captain Jack." No one. He's so good. He got his own spin-off show, and in that show, like, you know, the dude's immortal, right? You know he's immortal. He can't fucking die, and yet when he does die, it still hurts. It still gets that heart pumping because you're so invested in this character. They don't do that anymore. They don't care about that anymore. They care about pushing a message, pushing diversity, inclusion, representation, and while alienating, it's Doctor Who, alienating a huge portion of the fan base, they just want that tiny little bit of, like, Twitter to stick around. Like, hey guys, look, we have a black man as the Doctor. Oh my God, we are hip to the times. We are just so cool, hip, keen, groovy cats here that we look past all that, and we now have a black man as the Doctor. Look at us. We're gonna outright come out and pretty much have an episode about abortion rights and tell you it's okay to kill that unborn child inside you. And we're not going to do it in a subtle way. No, it's going to be in your face because we think you're stupid and that you can't pick up on nuance. Now, granted, these people, on Twitter, like, oh my God, this show's the best it's ever. Yeah, they are stupid. They are stupid. Because no one's going to watch this nowadays. And yeah, that's really good. Peak cinema. But so let's get to the numbers. Numbers. The series' consolidated viewership numbers aren't any better, as in respective 7-day time frames following their premieres, each outing only barely managing to double their overnight results. You heard that. In 7 days, they're only managing to barely double their amount. Now, this is a show that back in the day, like, David Tennant was getting 8-9 million, and the first week they're still getting only 3-4 barely million. Maybe stop telling a large portion of your viewer base that they're homophobes and bigots. Maybe stop telling them to go touch grass. Maybe learn how to write a good fucking story that can incorporate a message, but not have it be in your goddamn face the entire fucking time. I'm not a writer. I don't work for Hollywood. I'm just throwing out some ideas as a viewer who really wants to get back into the show. I haven't watched it since, like, Jodie Whittaker's first season or so, because I just got tired of the bullshit. I want to get back into Doctor Who. I love Doctor Who. And it sucks not being able to want to watch it, because I know it's fucking terrible that I'm just going to be preached to the entire fucking time. They're not fun. It's not fun and inspired and engaging. It's like a big fucking wooden paddle with the message, and then you just keep getting slapped with it. I don't want to be preached to and told, oh, my skin color makes me bad, or, oh yeah, we should kill unborn babies because we have the right to do so, and look at us, we have diversity, in a show about an alien who travels through time and space in a fucking phone box. Of all the messaging and all the stories you're telling those, not creative and interesting. It's just abortion rights, women's rights. Oh my God, space racist. Some white dude broke out of space prison to kill Rosa Parks. It could have been a cool fucking alien, but no, it's a white dude. Peak cinema. Those are the kinds of stories we're getting these days. And of course, Russell tries to do some fucking mental gymnastics here. But they are building over the 28-day period. Episode 1, Space Babies, is already up to 5.6 million in a month. That's still terrible. That was Stop. Jerk. 5.6 million. Again, David Tennant was getting more of that, like, per episode, like, per overnight. How is this a good... Russell, why are you moving the goalpost here, buddy boy? 5.6 million over a month is terrible. Just, people, stop hate watching. I don't want to see the series die. But if we stop hate watching, it'll disappear. And then maybe they'll realize, oh, maybe this isn't what the fans want. The fans. Making note of the fact that despite the struggles, the series' most reliable demographic has been under 30s. I was brought back to bring in a youthful audience. That's been massively successful. Yeah, we can tell. We can tell. We can tell. Look at these numbers. Never before has Doctor Who seen these numbers. The series has been around for a very long time. Very long time. And in its time, we've never seen numbers like these. This is what he considers successful. Yeah, great. 2.11 million fucking people under 30. But then you've alienated everyone else. You dumb motherfucker. Why are you so interested in, like, basically focusing on this young group? And it's because of them that we get these fucking things forced down our throats, because a lot of them are too stupid to fucking pick up on nuance, to pick up on these messages that are in this, you know. So it's because of them that most of us have been like, you know, I'm done. I haven't watched this fucking Jodie Whittaker, like, first season Jodie Whittaker, because I'm just tired of being preached to. Oh god, racism, orange man bad, hard to be a woman. It's all that shit. Climate change, abortions, you know. But it's never subtle. That's the problem. Despite its struggles, the series' most reliable limited under 30 is about useful appearance, success. The audience no one ever gets are on the under 30s, he told the magazine. They just don't watch television anymore, but those figures are astronomical for Doctor Who. It's their top program in that bracket. But according to people who juggle the numbers, all targets have been reached and exceeded. Yeah. Just, gee, can't imagine. Because if you have a problem with the Doctor doing this, the Doctor who tends to be, you know, pretty, not distant, but he doesn't really tend to fall for people. He's had a few moments, like with River, with Rose, but very, 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 very far and few, and it's usually been women. But they want you to know this Doctor's super gazies. We're really hip and down with the times, guys. See, you should watch her show. You should watch her show. Not because we have really good writing and engaging characters and a character who's been around since the 60s. No, because we have gay guys. We have diversity. We have inclusion. Because it represents the world we live in. These two, again, one could burst into flames, the other could be crushed. As this one's burning in flames, the TARDIS could just fall from the sky and crush her. No one would give a shit. I remember when people cared about companions. Go watch Amy and Rory's death. Technically, it's really not even a death for them, because they still do continue to live on, and they apparently live to a nice ripe old age of 80. you know, 80, 83. So yeah, it's even while you know that they still got to live out their life, seeing them zapped away by the fucking weeping angels, it hurt. Especially the doctor's reaction to it. You know, even though you got to see their you know, the headstone and it said, you know, each, you know, the age that each of them lived to, it's not like that Amy was zapped away and she basically died. No, she lived out her life in whatever time period she got zapped to. But people always tear up because it's emotional. Um Even Bill also, did you know Bill was gay? I know they didn't make that very clear, but she was gay. Even Bill, when she got fucking shot through the chest and then converted to a fucking Mondasian Cyberman, it hurt. Because even if you don't like the character of Bill, that idea of the process of converting someone to a Mondasian Cyberman, it's like, wow. Fuck. Fuck. One of the bigger ones would be Clara, but then that was completely just taken away when they're like, oh, yeah, she's gonna survive now on that last second of her life, and as long as she doesn't go back to that moment, she can live. She's alive somewhere. You know, she's got no pulse or anything, and she's flying around with me in a freaking diner TARDIS. And but so a huge death, especially for, you know, the doctor's character. You know, Clara had been around a while, and it was a huge moment for the doctor. That moment between them, you know, before she goes out to face the Raven, which is the name of the episode. That it's emotional. It had weight to it, and even people who don't really like the character of Clara, they felt emotion because of the doctor's reaction, because of how much he cared about her. And knowing that this woman is putting herself in the very, you know, in this very situation that she knows is going to kill her. There's no illusion of, oh, the doctor's going to save me at the last second. No, she knows there's no option, that she did something and now she has to face the Raven. And she knows that their doctor is not going to be able to, the doctor's not going to be able to just pull something out of his ass. You know, there's nothing that can help her. This is her moment to die. You know, and sorry, I'm looking at the thing there. But she knew it was her time to die, and she faced it, and it was emotional. But then it's like, oh, she's back and she's alive, and we're like, oh, fuck you, fuck you. But these two, no one cares. No one fucking cares. And if you look at these numbers and you say this is a fucking success, it's been out long enough. 7 days, 4 million. 4 million. People on YouTube get more than that sometimes in a fucking day. You know, big YouTubers, they get that in like a fucking day. And most of the time, they're just people in their houses recording videos. How is this a fucking success? People who just sit there and record videos. You know, a little bit of editing. They don't have millions upon millions of dollars for a production. And they get more fucking views over, you know, in one day than these are in 7. And you want to say that this is a fucking success? Are you fucking kidding me, BBC? Are you killing me, Russell? Or what? What? Are you kidding me? Can't imagine why no one watches Doctor Who anymore. And of course, the mental gymnastics, it's not our fault, it's theirs. Despite the fact that this fucking ass has like, oh, go touch grass, go touch grass, and calling people homophobes and bigots and racists, and oh, if you don't watch the show, you're a far-right MAGA Donald Trump supporter, and you punch your grandma and kick puppies. You know, because if you disagree with them and don't like what they're doing, it's not because you're just a normal person. No, it's always gotta be you're a far-right extremist, and we don't want your bigoted views around us. So that's maybe one thing. You know, maybe again that it's a terrible story being told. People just aren't invested in the story because instead of having a great story with a nuanced message, it's in your face. You focus more on telling and forcing that message than you do about the story itself and the characters, which should be your focus because that's what's driving the show. It's like they think of the message first, and it's like, oh, well, let's see. The characters are going to do this. You know, so this is them, and it's for it's people's fault for hate watching, I guess, you know, because they, even if you're watching it to hate on it, that's still counting as views. So just please stop hate watching. Maybe we can give some kind of dignified death if we just stop doing that. You know, and that's for everything. Star Wars, you know, Acolyte, Doctor Who, pretty much anything that comes out nowadays. Just stop hate watching. Just stop fucking hate watching it because it's giving this false illusion to these people that people are interested in the product. We're not. We're not. People like me, even though I'm not even watching it, I'm just kind of reading the articles here. You know, for content to kind of raise awareness, we're doing a public service, raising awareness about how terrible the show's getting and how it's just, you know, it's on life support. You know, it's on life support. And the fact that Russel here is so fucking delusional. Again, go on YouTube. Big YouTubers get that much in one fucking day. And they don't have multi-million. They're not. It's not Disney. They're not big. They're not with Disney. And they get more views in one fucking day. 7 days. 7 fucking days. 4.1 million. 4 million views in 7 days. When people can do that, big YouTubers can do that in a day or two. Sure, Russell. Huge success. Huge success there, buddy. It's a huge success. But, you know, have they tried calling the fans bigots? Or they can use reverse psychology and tell the audience not to watch them. We hate the fans, also them. Why do fans hate us? My plant isn't doing very well. Everybody keeps telling me I should water it, but that's not the direction I want to go in. Yeah. We're telling you what is going to help it. Like, the fans are telling you, but it's on the plus side, think of all the grass being touched. Woke Doctor Who is struggling with the audience. Who'd have thunk? I made it lame. I made it gay. Oh, that's adorable. You don't say. It's the dude. It's good old Jeff Bridges. Fuck around, find out. Please. I miss Gene Wilder. You don't say. Called it. This was December 8th, 2023. Wow. Today, Davies says, I'm going to upset the fans. 6 months from now, we'll wonder why Who has lost over half its audience will blame the fans. I mean, yeah, but all of us called it. All of us called it from the very beginning. We called it. We knew, because this is how Hollywood. This is how they are nowadays. They start fucking calling the fans names, telling us not to watch, and then when no one watches, they're like, "Oh, why is no one watching? We're a bunch of fucking stupid ass dumbasses." I mean, sorry, that was a really stupid insult, and I wanted to say something else, but my mind caught it at the last second, and I ended up not saying it, and I just said the first thing I could think of. There was another word I wanted to say, but it's not allowed on YouTube. I mean, it's not a bad word. I mean, we use it all the time as kids. And it's not the word gay. I mean, I can say gay all I want, but it's another word, an F word, that we like to say in our youth that still applies to these people today. But yeah, I was about to say that, but I caught myself. See, I'm a good person. But John, you were thinking about saying it. Yeah, but I didn't. I stopped myself because I understood what it would do. Oh, you understood that it hurt people's feelings? No. I understood that it would most likely get this video demonetized. Conscientious, aren't we? Maybe they can trade notes with the writers of The Acolyte. Yeah. Yeah. The power of one. The power of two. The power of many. Like, what? Oh boy. Lesbian space witches. Exactly what I wanted in Star Wars. Lesbian space witches. They got their DEI. That should be enough for them. After all, they were making the show for themselves, not the, yeah. Wait for the Acolyte to say the same thing soon. And these modern audience fans say the show will continue strong and with their support alone. Yeah. Yeah. We don't need you. The show will be just fine without you. Uh-huh. I at least tried watching Jodie Whittaker's Doctor. This one is unbearable. Huh. But I thought people hate women. I loved every Doctor apart from the last two. Please just make Doctor Who. He said the words. He said them. He said he wants to make Doctor Who great again. He wants Doctor Who to go back to its glory. I think we need to build a wall. Build a wall around the writers of Doctor Who and us. And us, the fans, can make Doctor Who great again. Isn't that right, Roxas? Yeah. We're gonna make Doctor Who great again. Somehow. Somehow. He's laying with me. But yeah. We need to make Doctor Who great again. But when the Doctor regenerated, he was always a new version of the same person. That ended with Capaldi. Why not just introduce a new character instead of destroying the Doctor? Because they don't care about destroying the Doctor. They don't care. They want to destroy the Doctor. Because the Doctor represents something people don't like. Despite the fact that he's supposed to be heroic and this and that, he represents toxic masculinity. And they don't like that. And that's what they were trying to destroy when they made Jodie Whittaker. Oh, all these toxic males. Now it's time for a fresh woman's perspective. And guess what? They hated it. They fucking hated it. Because all we got from her was Matt Smith flailing her on, her best her terrible Matt Smith of flailing her arms around when she spoke, or the way that David Tennant would talk when he was explaining something and all that. She would do that, and her only personality was, or that's what she was. She didn't have a personality. But oh no, dumbass. Yep. Huh? Wonder why. Welcome to the party, pal. Then, don't like it, don't watch it. Now, why aren't people watching? Why aren't people watching? We make a show, you know, and it's a real good show. And we really make it for the fans. And it's totally not for us and for self-inserts and to push a message. It's for the fans. And you should all be loving it. If you don't, you're fucking bigots. You're bigots and you need to go touch grass. Like right now. No, whatever you're doing, stop what you're doing, go touch grass. Your article has him cheering about his kids' numbers. Well, you can pretty much see the idea here. No one fucking likes this anymore. The only people are the few people on Twitter with the fucking Kool-Aid hair and the fucking pronouns in their bio say, oh, it's the best show ever. Stunning and brave. But that's not enough to keep it afloat. So just stop hate watching. Just stop. Just stop it. Because every time you hate watch this, or Velma, or Acolyte, or Rings of Power, they get the idea that you're into it. And then they keep making it. And then they realize that their subpar fucking writing is perfectly fine. And you're not going to get fun and engaging stories. You're not going to get rich and enthralling characters. You're going to get this shit. A subpar product that has a message that's right in your face because they think you're fucking stupid. And diversity. Hey, look, we have stories about abortions and racisms and Orange Man bad. And oh my God, the black doctor is kissing a man. The black, he's a male doctor. He's black. He's totally diverse. And he's kissing another man. Oh my God, these guys, you need to watch the show now. Oh my God, we have a drag queen on the show as a villain. The best villain Doctor Who's ever seen so far. Are you sure about that? Are you sure? No, it's not the best villain that Doctor Who has seen. That's just all those Kool-Aid haired fans coming out and doing this to the BBC, or rather Disney now. They're just doing this with a little bit of this and maybe a little bit of that. But that's all it is. It's just this. That's all they're doing. Not the best villain. This show is nowhere near the pinnacle, the peak that it used to be. But they're just gonna keep. Anyway, 33 minutes. Fuck. God. If this show continues to exist, there is no God. There is no fucking God. But yeah, the numbers abysmal, showing that the show is fucking, it's dying, but a lot slower than we thought it would be. We thought that would be like 1 million or less at this point, but there you go. But yeah, who cares about good writing anymore? It's all about the message. It's all about the message and having inclusion so you can see yourself on screen. Who cares about the characters and their personality? They don't need a personality. Them being gay and black is their personality. That is their personality. Who cares? Who cares about real writing anymore? Right, Roxas, you're gonna have to go. Who cares about real writing and good storytelling, engaging characters? Look, we have a woman. Look, she's got boobs and she's gay. Love the show. But she doesn't have a personality. What? That is her personality. That's how she identifies, as a woman with boobs and she's gay. What more do you need? But John, how many voices have you gone through in this video? Yes. Anyway, 35 minutes. My head is fucking hurting. My head's fucking hurting. You guys make my head hurt. No, no, I just slept badly. You know, my head just at night. You know, because I'm 6'4" and I can't exactly find a comfy state to sleep in, so I have to contort my body. And my neck ends up being like this all night on the pillow, and you know, I move my body all around, and yet my head just kind of stays. So my head is just hurting right now, and I'm doing all these fucking voices with the. So I'm done, but yeah, basically they're doing the meme of, you know, we hate the fans, or don't watch the show. Why is no one watching? Yeah, they're doing that. They're doing that. But anyway, that's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.